death. It is the great equalizer, the one destination we all share. Yet, despite its certainty, the question remains, what happens to people after they die? More specifically, what are the dead doing right now? Are they simply gone, resting peacefully, or could they be engaged in something extraordinary beyond our understanding? This mystery has captured the imagination of humans for centuries, with answers offered by ancient traditions, religious scriptures, spiritual beliefs, and even modern science. In this video, we'll unravel this profound question, one layer at a time, exploring perspectives from Christianity, Buddhism, ancient cultures, and science. You might find that the dead are far more alive than we ever imagined. Let's dive in. Section 1. Why this question matters. Why does this question matter? After all, the dead are gone, right? Or are they? What happens after death has been a source of wonder, fear, and comfort across cultures. Understanding this mystery influences how we live our lives. Think about it. If the dead are resting peacefully, that may bring comfort. But if they're reflecting on their actions, preparing for a new journey, or even watching over us, wouldn't that inspire us to live with greater purpose? Death isn't just the end of life, it's the start of something else. And by understanding what the dead might be doing, we gain a new perspective on our own journey and the legacy we leave behind. Section 2. The Christian Perspective. Christianity has offered profound insights into what happens after death. The Bible provides two main perspectives on what the dead might be doing. First, there is the idea of soul sleep, where the dead rest peacefully, awaiting the final resurrection. Ecclesiastes 9 verse 5 says, "The living know that they will die, but the dead know nothing. They have no further reward." This suggests that after death, the soul enters a state of peaceful unconsciousness, a deep spiritual rest until the end times. But Christianity also speaks of a more immediate experience after death. In Luke 16 verses 19 to 31, the parable of the rich man and Lazarus paints a vivid picture. Lazarus is in Abraham's bosom, a place of comfort and peace, while the rich man, who lives selfishly, suffers in torment. This indicates that the dead might be experiencing the consequences of their earthly lives even now. So, are the dead peacefully resting, or are they actively experiencing a form of judgment or reward? According to the Bible, both could be true, depending on one's faith and actions during life. Christianity reminds us that our choices now echo into eternity. Section 3. The Buddhist Perspective. Buddhism offers a vastly different perspective on death, one centered on the idea of transition and continuity. According to Buddhist teachings, death is not an end but a doorway. When someone dies, their consciousness enters what is called the Bardo, a transitional state between death and rebirth. In this phase, the soul reflects on its past life, processing the actions and decisions it made. This reflection determines the soul's next destination, shaped by karma, the cosmic law of cause and effect. If a person lived a virtuous life, their next incarnation might be elevated, a step closer to enlightenment. If not, they might face challenges in their next life to learn the lessons they missed. The Tibetan Book of the Dead describes this process in detail, portraying the dead as busy with profound spiritual growth. Imagine the dead, right now, navigating this transitional state, learning lessons, and preparing for their next journey. In Buddhism, death is not the end of existence, but the continuation of a spiritual evolution. Section 4. What science says. What about science? While science doesn't claim to explain the spiritual realm, it does offer intriguing insights into what might happen after death. One of the most fascinating scientific ideas comes from quantum physics, the concept that energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. Could our consciousness, which many believe to be a form of energy, continue to exist in a new form after death? Researchers studying near-death experiences, NDEs, report compelling accounts of people seeing bright lights, meeting deceased loved ones, or even feeling an overwhelming sense of peace. These experiences suggest that consciousness may not end with physical death, but transition to another state of existence. From a scientific standpoint, the dead might not be doing something in a traditional sense, but their energy or consciousness could still be interacting with the universe in ways we cannot yet comprehend. Section 5. Ancient Spiritual Beliefs. Ancient cultures often believed the dead were far from idle. Here are some examples. The Egyptians. They believed that after death, the soul journeys through the underworld, overcoming trials to reach eternal paradise. The dead were thought to be actively preparing for their afterlife. The Hindus. Their belief in reincarnation teaches that after death, the soul transitions into a new life. Depending on one's karma, this could be a higher or lower form of existence. Indigenous tribes. Many indigenous traditions hold that the dead remain spiritually connected to the living, serving as guides and protectors. For these cultures, the dead are not gone but actively engaged in shaping their own futures, or even influencing the lives of those they left behind. Section 6. What the dead might be doing right now. So, based on these perspectives, what might the dead be doing right now? 1. Resting. In many traditions, the dead are described as peacefully resting or sleeping, awaiting the next phase of existence. 2. Reflecting. In Buddhist and other spiritual beliefs, they might be reviewing their actions, learning from their past, and preparing for future journeys. 3. Reincarnating. For those who believe in reincarnation, the dead could already be transitioning into a new life. 4. Living in spiritual realms. In Christianity, Islam, and other faiths, the dead might be experiencing either paradise, purgatory, or other realms of existence. 5. Guiding the living. Many believe the dead are still connected to us, acting as protectors or sources of inspiration. The dead, according to these beliefs, are anything but idle. They are resting, learning, preparing, or even helping us in ways we cannot see. Section 7. A deeper reflection. This brings us to a powerful reflection. If the dead are preparing, reflecting, or guiding, shouldn't we, the living, do the same? Death reminds us that life is precious. Every action we take, every word we speak, and every choice we make shapes not only our legacy but possibly what comes next. Let the mystery of death inspire you to live intentionally, love deeply, and leave the world better than you found it. The truth is, no one knows for sure what the dead are doing, but their mystery teaches us an important lesson: to live with purpose. So what do you think the dead are doing right now? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this video sparked your curiosity, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Until next time, live fully, love deeply, and embrace the mystery of existence.